Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about a very important and emotional part of history, the story of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These cities were the sites of the first and only use of atomic bombs in war. This event changed the world forever. So, let's explore what happened, why it happened, and its impact on the world. Our story begins in the early 1900s. Japan had just come out of the Meiji era, which started in 1868 and brought great modernization and westernization to the country. By the early 20th century, Japan was emerging as a powerful nation. Japan built railways, factories, and schools, adopting many Western ideas and technologies. This period saw Japan becoming more industrialized and militarized, aiming to be a major world power. In 1904 to 1905, Japan fought the Russo-Japanese War against Russia. This conflict was over control of territories in East Asia. Japan's victory shocked the world and marked the first time an Asian power defeated a European power in modern history. This victory boosted Japan's confidence and established it as a dominant force in East Asia. It also fueled Japan's ambitions for further expansion. During World War I, Japan sided with the Allies and took control of German territories in Asia. After the war, Japan gained more international recognition and influence. The 1920s in Japan, known as the Taisho era, was a time of cultural growth and political change. Japan embraced Western culture, fashion, and arts. However, the Great Depression in the 1930s hit Japan hard, leading to economic struggles and political instability. As the economy worsened, military leaders gained more power in Japan. They believed that expanding Japan's territory could solve economic problems and provide more resources. This led to Japan invading Manchuria in 1931 and later other parts of China. The aggression in Asia set the stage for further conflicts. In 1940, Japan allied with Germany and Italy, forming the Axis powers. The next year, on December 7, 1941, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, bringing the United States into World War II. During the war, the United States started a secret project called the Manhattan Project. This project aimed to develop an atomic bomb, a new and incredibly powerful weapon. Scientists worked day and night, and by 1945, they had successfully created the bomb. President Harry Truman, who became president after Franklin D. Roosevelt died, had to decide whether to use the atomic bomb. The war in Europe had ended, but Japan continued to fight fiercely. Truman believed that using the bomb would save many lives by forcing Japan to surrender quickly. On August 6, 1945, an American B-29 bomber named the Enola Gay dropped the first atomic bomb on the city of Hiroshima. The bomb was called Little Boy. The explosion was massive and devastating. It destroyed much of the city instantly and killed tens of thousands of people. The intense heat, shockwaves, and radiation caused immense suffering. Buildings were flattened, and fires raged through the city. Many people died instantly, and many more suffered from severe burns and radiation sickness. Despite this devastation, Japan did not surrender immediately. The United States prepared to use another bomb to force Japan to give up. On August 9, 1945, just 3 days after the bombing of Hiroshima, another B-29 bomber dropped a second atomic bomb on the city of Nagasaki. This bomb was called Fat Man. Nagasaki suffered similar destruction and loss of life. The city was severely damaged, and many people lost their lives or were injured. The impact was horrific, with buildings reduced to rubble and countless lives affected by the blast and radiation. These two bombings caused Japan to surrender. On August 15, 1945, Japan announced its surrender, bringing an end to World War II. This day is known as VJ Day, or Victory over Japan Day. After the war, Japan was occupied by Allied forces, led by the United States. The occupation lasted until 1952 and brought significant changes. Japan adopted a new constitution, renouncing war and focusing on peace and democracy. The economy was rebuilt with American aid, and Japan began to transform from a war-torn nation to an economic powerhouse. From the 1950s to the 1970s, Japan experienced what is known as the economic miracle. The country rapidly industrialized, becoming a global leader in technology, automobiles, and electronics. Japanese companies like Toyota, Sony, and Honda became world famous, and Japan's standard of living improved dramatically. By the 1980s, Japan was the second largest economy in the world. The country continued to innovate, contributing to global culture with anime, manga, and video games. Despite facing economic challenges in the 1990s, Japan remains a major player on the world stage. It is known for its rich culture, technological advancements, and commitment to peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. The story of Hiroshima and Nagasaki is one of immense tragedy, but also of resilience and hope. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. What did you find most moving about this story? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.